Here we are, another day in the life of building BMW E36. So Nathan, what are we doing today?
Today we're going to clean out the engine bay, get it ready for the motor. A few things need to be moved and relocated. Power steering is on the other side and there'll be custom made for that, relocated. We're going to try and move the ABS pump, well actually delete the ABS pump and a few unnecessary brackets around the engine bay. And we'll see how we look after we do that. Yes, very nice. So we don't have special C-spanners to undo these brake lines.
So sometimes, just sometimes, things don't come out very easily, so you have to improvise. We're like bush mechanics, we don't have the right tools necessary to make everything work, so this is what we're doing.
So we're just going to be careful and spray a bit of WD-40 to hopefully help us loosen them up more and less chance of stripping the nuts on those, because those are prone to having the nuts stripped if you're not using the right tools. And we don't have the right tools all the time, so you try and get away with that. Success. We need 2 more successes.
We're all about success here. Just have a positivity going into it. Success. 1 more success is left.
I'd rather be hated for being one of the realest and get a lot of love for these overrated appearance. I can stand on skill alone, but I'm a package deal.
The middle ones are different size.
I got my head in the cloud with a pun intended. I don't need to see
What are we doing now, Nate?
I don't want no visits. Introverted, I just flirt with the
We're ripping
music.
out
Small circles, how I choose it.
engine
Stay away
harness,
from squares, they the one that look like
we're
an
gonna try and feed
L7.
it
I've been doing this since I
back
was
through the
11.
car.
And the shit gets real.
We're not going to need any of it. We're trying to achieve here. We're ripping out the engine harness. That's all we're doing.
Nice. Ciao. So much more room for activities now. Check that out. Nathan, what are we going to do?
We have Gary Grinder here today, and he's going to get rid of some brackets in the engine bay. Isn't that right, Rico?
Basically just removing all the unnecessary brackets that do not need to exist.
Ain't had no DJ, just the tape deck. Opened up for Son of Star Child, I love that. Met this cat named Larry, he was with the Avengers. Showed me how to make moves and walk with the winners. Soon went to the pen, I never seen him again. But I did.
You know what's the funniest thing about people when they grind, or when they're doing hard yakka stuff? They always have a power pole.
You know, fresh to death, always and forever. Don't get it twisted. #1 listed, Nitro, with the nice flow. You know, it is. Take a picture, baby, it'll last longer. All in your mouth. Yeah. In retrospect, I'm just thinking back to the time when it was.
We have basically tied up the engine bay now. I say basically a lot in my videos. So, we have tied up the engine bay now. Just need to, guys, I think just pull off a few more fuel lines, Nathan was saying. Once we pull off those fuel lines, we've got the engine crane in here, and it is ready to start test fitting the Barra inside, and I guess see if we can make it fit, because I think it's going to fit. But now, with everything that we've done, there's so much more room in here. It definitely looks like it's going to work. Yeah. See if the engine can fit. I'm sure it's going to fit in the engine bay. We're just going to have to, once we've lifted up, we're going to have to work out where the sump's going to fit, where the sump's going to go. Then we're going to just do some markings on the sumps, because we're going to have to cut it and make it fit properly. So, yeah. Cool.
Good Lord! All I wanna do is sweat on.
of truth. Mating the father with the European.
Coming at the barbershop too lit. Pocket full of nickels blowing super draw. Smoother than the Cadillac with cruise control. Doing what I do, you know. Women playing hard to get as I pull up on the boulevard, flossing it. Like, ain't that boy cold? Ain't that boy cold? On something like a freezer, ain't I? Even when I seem kinda out of season, ain't I? Up to date with it. Do your thing, don't play with it. Fade away sweet like Jay did it. Swish. Summertime with a winter breeze. Summer grind on my mind, I don't get to breathe. There you go, hey.
Light on up. Put that spice off in my blood. Roll that Sprite off in my cup. And we rollin'. Better tell somebody we rollin' on it.
Hey, as you can see, we have the motor in now from the Ford. It's sitting a bit high because it's sitting on the sump, so the sump has to be modified. Right now, we can actually see where the sump needs to be cut and modified. That's why it's sitting high. We're gonna try to retain the aircon, but it's not looking good so far. But as you can see, the motor is pretty close and we need to get a radiator and fan in there still. So there's a few things we need to work out. It's looking good. The engine mounts aren't too far away from the BMW engine mounts position wise, which is a good thing. The fuel lines can be connected up. They're pretty much in the exact same exact same area as the BMW hard lines. Brake booster line can pretty much be connected. It's not too far off as well, so there's a few things that are not too far off the old factory BMW locations that can be connected. So yeah, we're just going to jack it up now and a bit higher so we can start getting some measurements for the sump to make this engine sit lower and fit inside this car.
Nice!
I think we're going to cut it here, right in front of the sump plug.
Get in there.
We're just gonna go straight up there from the bottom, up the top, and then take that whole part off.
On both sides?
On both sides, yes.
Are you going to Gary Grinder that, or are you going to...
You're gonna go grinder. We're just taking off the bolts underneath the sump. We're on our last two bolts, and then we can whack the sump off and start cutting.
Beautiful. So, just have to give a thanks to Zipper Giorgio over here. He actually undid all the other bolts.
Doesn't know anything about cars.
I don't know anything about cars. I don't know anything.
We had to eat some food because we were hungry. So sometimes you just have to take a break.
We're just holding it. I got it. That's funny as.
I was waiting for you, you're waiting for me. We're all waiting. We're all waiting for good things.
Hello, bottom of engine. Chris and Nate, back at it again. What are we doing?
We're about to cut this up to make the engine fit. Nice.
Where are we cutting?
Here. Here. Here.
You think so?
Here. Here.
Here. Just like that.
Just like that.
Alright, perfect.
Alright.
Sometimes I'm at the peak and other times I'm about to fall. Sometimes I gotta wonder what I'm doing here at all. Sometimes in my mind I just sit here and I'm guessing. How can I find the answers? I don't even got the questions. Sometimes I'm at the peak and other times I'm about to fall. Sometimes I gotta wonder what I'm doing here at all. Sometimes in my mind I just sit here and I'm guessing. How can I find the answers?
Hey Nathan, before you get grinding again, what's your favorite tool in the toolbox?
Just send a couple texts now. I wanna break my phone. Now you can't reply. It's killing me this time. But next time that I'ma see you, I just act like it's so
So we've finished for the day. We can't really see me. All right, and I'm back. So we finished for the day. We've cut the sump. We've basically mounted the engine in. The only issue that we're having at the moment is we don't actually have the gearbox connected to the back of the engine. So we can't exactly figure out where we're going to be putting the motor because we can't line up everything across, well, I guess everything in the car. So we'll come back tomorrow. We will pull the motor out. We'll connect the gearbox to it, and then we'll place it back into the vehicle. And then from there, we'll be able to suss out exactly how we're going to do that. Then we'll take the sump to get re-welded on Monday. We then have to organise some engine mounts and then some gearbox mounts. Then once that's all finished, we are on the home stretch. Just have to do the wiring. Peace out. Stay tuned. Subscribe, these. Have fun, these. Great lives, these.
I remember back when I was younger, I was happy. Nowadays feel like no one understand me. I'm good at artists, silly on Barra.